But the main title of this show, China's global mega projects are falling apart. Now, this is from the Wall Street Journal, and this is sort of like really exclusive and breaking news. I don't think you'll find this anywhere else apart from this channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. Hit all so you know when a video comes out. Let's delve into it. We need to do a little bit of background first of all. China has the Belt and Road Initiative, basically pouring money into third world countries, developing countries, and then taking some of the profit and giving them loans that they can never repay back. With electricity, everyone needs electricity. In a lot of these countries, they would have the blackouts, the brownouts, the rolling power cuts, etc. And hydro is a sort of cheap form, a clean form of energy. You can agree or disagree. So in places like Pakistan, places like Ecuador in South America, Peru, there are a lot of Chinese-made dams. But according to this report, they are falling apart. They are crumbling. There's many flaws with them. It's poor quality. What they would do basically is that they would sign the contract, obviously. Then they would send over countless Chinese workers. They wouldn't employ many local workers. It would be a construction company. It would be from the Export Bank of China who would loan the money. Let's say, I don't know how much, like $700 million to build the dam. And that is basically free. Then the Chinese bank would actually take the money from the electricity used by it. It may be like paid back in 10 years' time, and a part of it would go to the government. The local government would be very happy because they would be a little bit corrupt. Well, which government isn't corrupt? So they would get some backhanders. The people may be happy because they get electricity 24/7, like the stability of the Western world, like England and Germany, for example, where it's very rare to have a blackout. But the construction of these is low quality, and in one dam, for example, in, where was it, Uruguay, I think it was, 500 flaws were found. In another one in Peru, there was countless cracks of cement. Now, these may be surface cracks or deep welding cracks, we don't know. But this is the quality. And these dams will not last a long time. They will go into disarray, disrepair, poor maintenance, and eventually maybe in 20, 30 years, finished. The Chinese have made money, and the electricity for that poor country, like Ecuador, for example, is back to square one again. This is China's Belt and Road Initiative. It's great that you would say, yay, we have electricity, but it's not for long term. It's just for China to get money in the long time. As they have got billions of, you could say, gold reserves in China, they can do this quite easily, and the interest rate on top of everything else has to be paid back. If it can't be paid back, then China may get a slice of that land. You could see this has happened in Eastern Africa, places like Sri Lanka and also Pakistan. Now, if you want to read this in more detail, I will hopefully send you the right link, but I'm going to leave the script from the Wall Street Journal on the screen for a couple of minutes. You can skip it by all means, and then we can move on to the next section. But this is what the Wall Street Journal wrote about all these bad dams that will turn into bad debts, which will turn into Chinese terror. Meanwhile, what's happening at the Three Gorges Dam in China in itself, the big topic that we used to have on this channel near enough every single day, nothing much. The webcam hasn't changed for 10 months now. The levels, I could say, are about 158, which is a bit below average for this time of year. Their weather, there is no rainfall. For the non-believers, the dam has not collapsed. It's still there. You can go to Senegal Hub and you can check it yourself there. And hopefully, a little bit later this year, if all goes to plan, etc., in the summer months, I possibly may be popping over to China, as long as the COVID situation, hopefully by then, will be under control. And there, with my GoPro, I will be actually trying to film the Three Gorges Dam. I will even go and write to them. I do have a connection now with the Three Gorges Corporation, and ask if I can go on top of the dam and maybe explore and maybe ask some questions, hopefully not too sensitive, like what's under the dam, yeah? And say some people think it's Bitcoining or some kind of trafficking or what else. There's a nuclear power station there. Now, if you can see by their body language, if they feel uncomfortable, then we know something is not right. But that's all sort of like in the infancy stage at the moment. It's just a plan, and it's just waiting and seeing. It could be sort of like a last moment or last minute activity, but then we can get to mind that 2023, the Three Gorges Dam, is it still there? Well, if it is, guess what? I will be standing on it, and that's my challenge for 2023. I have been there before a couple of times, but way back in 1994, the very early stages of the Three Gorges Dam, when it was under the very beginning of construction. And I was very lucky, even before they started one bit of the construction, to go through the Three Gorges, the Yangtze River, which was beautiful. And I think I'm very lucky to see that, because now that is all flooded with a trillion billion cubic meters or whatever of water. That's it for me. I've waffled on long enough. Do please like, do please subscribe, do please press the super thanks, do please join the membership program, do support the channel financially if you can on Patreon. All the money goes back near enough into the show and also to my cats. I am actually, to be really honest, looking for a new camera. I'm looking for an Insta360, which are brilliant cameras, but they're around about $500 a pop, which is just beyond my budget at the moment. God bless to everyone. Do check out my other show, which I'm doing regular here. Is about Pattaya, it's about Thailand, it's about retirement in Southeast Asia, and I'll try to put a link in the description below. Be well, be safe, be happy. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and if you're Chinese, Happy New Year. Woohoo!